Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the hottest podcast across the land, the hottest podcast across the globe, and definitely the hottest podcast right here on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Google. The list goes on and on. Wherever there's a podcast platform, that's where our podcast is found, ladies and gentlemen. Big shouts to Nikki P, who can't be with us right now, but she's obviously a part of the show. My co-host of the show, my beautiful co-host of the show. Big shouts to her. I go by the name of Patient Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one time for Move, Mixture of Variety Entertainment, the future of podcasts. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, please give it up one time. Thank you, studio audience. Thank you, studio audience, for being here. What's up, everybody? What's going down? TGIF. We're here again, another Friday. What, the third Friday of the new year? Martin Luther King Day was this week. You know, we had a lot going on. I hope everybody had a lot going on. And I hope everybody had a good week. We have a very special guest today. But before we get into that, I just have to say, please follow us on Instagram at Mixture of Variety. If you want to see the craziest banners of your life, if you want to see everything about the podcast, if you want to be in the know, right? If you want to be in the know, okay? So you'll know what we're talking about that night. You'll find out about any sponsorship. You'll find any new sponsorship. You'll find out the topics that we're talking about because, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this is the odd in pod. We put the odd in podcast, and this is the future of podcasts. But you have to realize this is what we've been doing since, 2020 now, before the pandemic. You know, so you guys got to get on board if you're not already. Please make sure to check us out on YouTube because even though we're not putting up any more content on YouTube, with the exception of this, like I said before, we might put up bonus episodes. And I think this is going to be one of those episodes that we're going to put on. We're going to have to because of our special guest. But definitely check out our old content, our new content on Spotify video. We're all over the place. And make sure to check us out on social media, like I said. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Variety Show podcast, okay? So welcome if you're new, welcome if you're old. If you've been coming to the podcast and enjoying the podcast for years now, then welcome. We love you. Please continue to share, subscribe, comment, all the things. You guys know what to do. We talk about everything on this podcast. We truly do. It is a variety show, and we talk about anything and everything. We can talk about anything from mental health and addiction to having sex with gay, midget, aliens. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Everything in between. So you don't want to miss a beat. Your feels, do your feels. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should get right into it because our special guest is patiently waiting. And he goes by the name of Shanny. Two down. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one time. Give it up one time.
Two down in the house. What's up? What's up?
Yes,
the
indeed.
Future Podcast.
Yes. What's up? What's up, man? What's going down?
Feels great to be here, man. I'm in New York right now. It's been a crazy weekend. It's still going to be crazier. But yeah, bro, it's great to be here. It's refreshing. I love the New York lifestyle. I love the pizza. I love the city life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Is it your first time in New York?
This is my second time.
Second time. Okay.
So now that I'm back, it's cool because I'm a little more familiar with everything. So it's a lot easier to navigate.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I've been, born and raised there, and it's still hard for me to navigate. So shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I took one of the trains last night, and it just stopped running, and that was one of the things I forgot that happens. I was like, oh, that does happen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So I had to take 2 more, but I made it. So it's good to be
Absolutely.
here.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on. We definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
Please, for people that don't know, please introduce yourself. Tell people where you're from, what you're about, the whole nine.
I'm Shanny. I'm from Sherman Oaks, California. Here we are live. I rap. I make music. I'm also in law school, but I rap. And I'm an artist. What more can I really tell you? I am an artist.
Yeah.
I perform shows. I make music. I used to make content. That's how I started. I still make content, but I switched it. I used to make some crazy content, and then I got on World Star a couple times for doing these crazy stunts. And from there, that just kind of developed my desire and passion for music. I already had the passion though, but I used that and translated it to like directing my own music videos and just coming up with concepts. It's been a journey, to say the least.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. That's what's up. I like hearing that.
Yeah.
A lot of respect for, doing that yourself.
Yeah, bro.
Kind of
You
like cutting out the middleman.
you as someone who like creates your own content, you can definitely resonate with what I'm saying. You know, there's sleepless nights. It's hard to break out, but when you give it your all and you're truly passionate about it, you can make it happen.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean that's what it's about. So sunny California. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's
man.
up. I gotta head
It's
out there one
raining.
day.
It's
Oh
raining.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Sunny California. It's been flooding for the last 2 weeks. What am I talking
Dude,
about?
it's flooding over there, and when I come here, it's like snowing over here. So I was like, "There's not
Yeah.
any sunshine."
Yeah, right. Well, hey, that's why you got to come to Florida, you know?
Yeah. Orlando, huh?
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm actually in Tampa Bay area right now.
Okay.
I had to do it. You know, I had to make the move. It's been a long time coming, but yeah, I lived down here years ago, and then I moved back up to New York, and then back down. I just, I move all over the place. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I feel that.
Life's too short to stay in one place.
That's absolutely true, bro.
You know, really. So, where did the name come from? I'm curious. I'm sure everybody's curious.
Okay, so my real name is Cheyenne, but like
Okay.
Persians pronounce it Cheyenne. Other people say Cheyenne. It's like a whole mixture. So, but I had in high school. He used to call me. I remember one day he just randomly said Shani, and I was like Shani. He's like just Shani, and then I was just like, it just kind of stuck. Honestly, it just started sticking. It just started sticking. Friends call me Shani, and then I had a whole thing where I was like 2 down, and I still say it, man, because we 2 down. And what that just means is like if I ask you, yo, are you down to have like a podcast with me right now? And you would just say, I'm not down, I'm 2 down. Like you're doubling down.
I'm 2 down. Hell yeah.
Doubling down on it. So we made a couple crazy videos where like my friend would be like, hey, you're not down to go like jump on a jump rope of fire. And I'm like, I'm not down, I'm 2 down. And we would light a jump rope. It was like a rope though. And you light it on fire and we jumped on it. It was crazy. And
damn.
We had another one where we attached like a trolley and put a flotational device, like duct in it. And we attached it to a truck, and he would drive down the truck, and we would get on the trolley, and it was just like, you're not down to do that. Oh, I'm 2 down.
All right.
A lot of
all right.
But that's kind of how the name just stuck. So now it just goes strictly by Shani, but the 2 down is still like motto, still live by that. Like,
yeah,
you got to be 2 down for life. Like you said, too short to be like living in one spot. You just got to be down to do everything and anything.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm definitely. I mean, I definitely agree with that. That's what it's all about for me, and for you, obviously. It seems. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, what's the most 2 down situation that you were in that you could actually throw out and just say like, you know what, this is like 2 down, over the top, maybe.
Okay. There's 2 specifically, maybe 3, but I'll give you like adrenaline wise. Skydiving, because I drove all the way there by myself. None of my friends were down. I was like, who wants to go skydiving? They weren't down. So I drove like, bro, probably like 3 hours to go jump off of a plane, like by myself. Okay. I went the highest speed too. So that was like crazy, like just a huge rush of adrenaline to just drive. I had to go if anyone's familiar with like California directions and all of that. But I went from LA to Bakersfield, and then I'm on the freeway just like driving in 90, 80, just like hyped mentally. Like I'm about to jump off of a plane right now.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Another time I went to Kauai with my boys, and we like lip jumping, 60 feet drop. And all you saw below us was like sharp rock. But if you jump like over it, you'll be fine. But
all right.
A huge drop, bro. So
nice.
that was I did that waking up out of the Uber, because we took an Uber there. I fell asleep in the Uber. I woke up, and then within the next like 5-10 minutes, I'm jumping off the cliff. It was intense. You know?
Damn. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a lot of fun, especially when you got to go further than the rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of adrenaline just looking down. You know?
Dude, when I fell, I was literally 2 down falling, and when I fell, dude, it was just like I just felt like it was almost like someone just like a giant hand just slapped my body the moment I made contact with the water, and then I was just that you had to swim and the waves were intense. It was a great feeling. It was cool.
Oh shit. Yeah, 60 feet as well. I think the highest I ever went was like 45, 50 feet. And when I hit the water, I felt like all my bones broke at once.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean? Crazy. So as far as rapping, like what, I got a bunch of questions for you on that, but when did you start rapping?
So
And
I
why,
was
like, why did you want to start rapping?
okay. So I actually started off listening to rock music. Like I used to listen to Linkin Park, Green Day, like all that kind of thing. That was around like middle school, like around middle school. And then
Okay.
from there, I always did hear hip hop though. Sometimes like my parents would put on like a station, and I would hear like Biggie, Tupac. But I would also hear at that time like they had who's that one rapper that he goes like what? Yeah, Lil Jon, Lil Jon,
Okay, Lil Jon,
yeah,
yeah.
Lil Jon.
Yep.
So I hear Lil Jon. I just hear hip hop in the background, 50 Cent, just around people around that kind of era. And then after that, I kind of did my own research. I started listening to more Biggie, like Tupac, like Big L, Nas, all of those people.
Big
And then
L. All right, all right.
yeah, yeah. But
That's
originally,
what's-
I always started writing because when I heard rock, I would try to write and try to like write like how they would write. But
oh, okay.
every last word would rhyme, and it was more of a rap than a really like written rock. So I just kind of developed it over middle school. I just kept writing, and I started kind of getting more into freestyling. And then high school, I just really just started freestyling, started writing. But I took it serious probably 4 years ago, like where I actually was like, I got to start putting money to fund my dreams. Like this isn't just like,
Yeah.
oh, you say you do it, you actually have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, yeah.
absolutely. You have to jump all in once you know that this is what you want to do. And, of course it starts out maybe something like that, but once you know this is going to be more than just a lifestyle or a hobby, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be something more than that. You gotta push those dreams. You gotta do whatever you have to do.
Mm.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, right on, man. That resonated.
All right, all right.
That
Yeah, I mean
resonated.
it's so true. It's facts all the way.
I feel like people are
Oh,
scared to chase dreams, which is why it's like
yeah,
they try to bash on your dreams or just try to look at you like why have dreams, But
yes,
dreams are really what keep you going. Without dreams, there's no real like reason or purpose to just like live because otherwise
yeah,
you're just not satisfied. You're not truly happy.
yeah. Right, exactly. And when you see the finish line, it's like that. It's almost like we were talking on this show last week or 2 weeks ago about like vision boards and like law of attraction and speaking into existence and just being motivated by that. A lot of people are scared to have haters. A lot of people are scared to fail. A lot of people don't want to fail. I mean, who wants to fail, right? But if you push through that and you learn from your mistakes and you continue to go through the failure, that's where success comes from or whatever. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And also the last thing is a lot of people don't have patience. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't have any patience.
you touch on so many great things right now, man. Like there's a lot of things just to bounce off of that. Like people don't have the mindset of not to fail because it's scary and no, it's not a good feeling when you fail. But you have to fail often and you have to fail early, and you just have to keep failing because within failure comes success. That's the only way you learn. You learn from your failures. Failures give you experience. Now,
Exactly.
don't really go out trying to fail, but like at the same time, give something your all and don't be afraid of the outcome. If you're okay with either outcome, either result, there's no there's no fear going into it. It's just fearless. Like if I fail, I fail. If I do great, then that's what I set out to do from the very beginning.
Yes.
And
Yes, exactly.
you said something else. You said something. Oh, patience, dude. People want that instant gratification, and I'm guilty of that too. Like, who doesn't want to just like instantly have it all right now, right here? But no, everything takes time. Nothing comes overnight, and the things that come overnight are gone just as fast.
Yes, absolutely. That's well said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly what it's about. A lot of people just don't have that patience, and that ruins their drive because they think if it doesn't happen overnight. I think Kevin Hart was one of the people that said people see the success, like they see like where you're at, and they that even that can attract haters, but then that can attract people that love you as well. But then they don't see the 10 years that was put into it. They don't see the extreme hard work and sweat and tears and blood and everything that went into it. You know what I mean? So like that's huge. And I want people to, if you have that dream and you're just looking at it like, I don't know if I could do this because of the failure or because of the patience, just do it every single day. If you love doing it, just continue to do it every single day. And just, look at that finish line and realize that, success will come.
To touch on what you said real quick, I have a song that I made in New York, and it's called Pain. And part of the hook, I said they see the progress, but they don't see the pain. And that's exactly what you said with the whole Kevin Hart thing. They see the success, but they don't see the hard work that came with that success. They see the progress, but they really do not see the pain. Like just how much you had to endure to get there.
Yes, absolutely. And the people around you too. The people around you, if they're not, if they don't have the same dream, then that's fine. But if they're not there to support you and you don't have that inner circle that's actually going to help you push you to that next level, you need to drop them. They're just going to hold you back.
What's scary too is some people will be in your inner circle and purposely try to sabotage you.
That's very true.
You got to be careful who you even let in your inner circle, because
Yes.
it could take the wrong person in that circle to just send you like down a spiral, because they're purposely just trying to sabotage and set you up, because they see that you're about to succeed and get up those like steps and levels, but they'll just try to pull a block or the rug underneath your feet just so you fall.
Exactly. It's and it's wild. It's wild that people, it's almost like that's their job, to just make sure that person in your inner circle fails. And sometimes you don't even know it. Sometimes it can be a really good friend. And it's just like, I saw a meme the other day that actually was, what did it say? Be careful or be aware of the people that don't clap for you when you succeed. You know what I mean? Like, be careful. Just look around. You see everybody in your inner circle like, hell yeah, we made it to the next level. We made it to the next. And then you look back and you're like, oh, you just see somebody like this in your inner circle. You know what I mean? It's a different type of feeling.
Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
A couple episodes. I wasn't into it like everybody.
There was like one specific episode where like Tony, I forgot, everybody was laughing around, gambling around the poker table, but there was one guy that he kept getting into like issues with, and then it was like an older guy, and then when everybody was laughing around the dinner table, he like had a flashback in his memory and just saw the guy with the most serious face, just like not even either, just like just kind of plotting. And then it was that same exact. You got to see who's like not clapping, or who's the one that's just straight up being a hater, huh? Like just not in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. And those haters are out there, but when they're in your inner circle, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, that's so true.
So you kind of touched on this, but I want to know, who are your hip hop influences? I mean, I know you said like there was a couple people that you listened to or that you heard while you were listening to rock. But is there like some hip hop influences and maybe your top 3 favorite artists?
Top 3 is going to have to be Mac Miller for sure. I really do like Drake just for his sustainability, how long he's been in the game.
Okay.
I like Drake too. I like Mac Miller, Drake. And I like this other rapper, but I don't listen to him as much as I used to, but I was listening to Capital Steez a lot. But Biggie's probably up there over Capital Steez, just because Biggie was the original person that got me into hip hop like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he definitely was a big influence. Just seeing him freestyle on the street, YouTube, all those other crazy videos, and just hearing like him rap about his like what was really going on in his life. I like that kind of music. People that rap about what's actually happening, what's going on. They're actually living it, Some people claim they live it, but they don't actually live it. So their stories are fake. But when someone's going through the same like story you're going through, you can relate to it. It's powerful.
Yes, absolutely. Unfortunately, most rappers are like that. Most rappers will rap about shit that they don't have, or it's not even their life, or they just, they sign the contract and the people will be like, okay, talk about this now, rap about this now. Oh, okay. But you can tell as a hip hop artist, you can tell, what I'm saying? I'm sure you can see right through that shit,
It's funny when you can tell too, because when I tell my friends like, hey, this person probably didn't write that. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you can't tell? like you can tell just when someone really writes something, it's like, it's related more to their life and it's critique to how they live. And if someone lives in like let's say, like you said, if someone's in Florida, but they're rapping about like experiences in like a completely different state, like Texas, or like, but they've never even touched down in Texas. Someone's just ghostwriting for them from Texas, writing about what's going on,
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. But I do believe that part of it is a little bit of manifestation when you are writing, because you're almost speaking it into existence. But like,
Yeah.
if it's so far off basis where like you haven't even done half those things in your songs, and you can tell when someone's done it or they haven't, then what are you really talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That authenticity people are looking for in hip hop. For sure. So out of your songs, do you have album? Do you have like a couple albums? Do you have mixtapes? Like,
okay, so right now I have I think I dropped I dropped 7 singles so far. So I've dropped 7 singles. I do have an album. It's called Pain in Progress. I have to drop it. I've been kind of lagging a little bit dropping it, but now that I'm at this point where I'm consistently making music, I can see why artists take forever. Because as an artist, it's like there's a couple things that come into it. Number one, if you're a perfectionist, you're always trying to make it like the best that it possibly can be, because that's your name that you're putting out there. So you want to make sure that what you're representing, like, yeah, this represents me. This is Shani. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. So right now I'm just probably finishing up 2 more songs. I want to get a feature on 1 more song before I drop the album. But it's pretty much there. It's done. 3 of the songs that I've dropped on my Spotify are on the album. I dropped them as singles, but when I drop the album, it's going to be bundled up with like 6 or 7 songs that they haven't heard already.
Oh, that's what's up. All right. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I definitely can't wait to hear that. I heard a couple of your songs on IG, or at least, click the link on IG to check out your other stuff. And, yeah, you're doing a damn thing. Respect, man. Respect.
Sick. Thank you, bro.
I like that. I like what I hear.
I had a show. So I went to Paris in like December, probably like around the 17th. And when I got back, I had a show 2 days later in LA. And I got on that stage, and when I brought the energy, I mean, I like brought the energy. And going there, it was an unbelievable feeling just to be on that stage and having everyone cheering and just rooting me on, and there's specifically to hear my music. And I just came to that conclusion, like, yeah, this is for me. I can't see myself doing anything else. Like this is a high that I want to chase forever. Hell
yeah. Yeah, that it's almost like the same adrenaline as cliff jumping or jumping out of a plane. Almost. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. But the only difference is when I'm jumping on all those things, you're doing it alone. When you're on the stage, you feel like it's a community. There's people there for you. So it's like we're all, in a sense, like jumping off together. We're all 2 down. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So out of the places that you have visited, what's your favorite place?
I like Japan. I can say that hesitation because Japan was such a cool experience that every time I think of it, I just want to go back. It was a completely different, it's a completely different culture from LA or New York, because New York is such busy, loud. It's just, it's all over the place. In Japan, it's equally as busy, but it's silent because they're not like it's Japanese people aren't a loud culture. They're more like reserved. And then when you're there, it's all about respect. So they're just respectful, quiet. They're all walking, just minding their own business, and the stuff is super clean. And New York, I see rats, but I like that because that's part of the grittiness of New York. So that's what you enjoy. I could buy new shoes, walk around for a whole week, and they're still clean. They won't get dirty on the street.
Wow. Yeah.
And in LA, you wear your new shoes the first day, you're gonna get like a big like smudge on it.
Right. Yeah. Man, I actually always wanted to go to Japan. That's like one of my places that I always wanted to go.
Yeah, dude. I would tell you, I'm sure you will go. I wouldn't be surprised if you went. Like when you go, check out
when Tokyo. I go. Yeah, I gotta say that. I gotta say when I go, not if I go. Right.
Check out Kyoto. Go. Obviously Tokyo, but Kyoto was a cool experience too.
Oh, okay.
And they have cool snacks there. They're you know how we have 7-Elevens over there? They have like it's called a Lawson's. And you could go there, and it's just like their snacks are so much better than ours, like bougier. Like you see, like different kinds of Kit Kats that you would never even imagine, like watermelon Kit Kat, banana grape Kit Kat, like all these crazy flavors, and they have like prepackaged food, almost like better quality than Yoshinoya, and it's like cheap, it's like $5-6, and you're just full. It's crazy. Like it's a great experience to be there. There's a lot of cool lights.
Yeah. It looks like it. It looks like it's really. I love like the technology, the fashion. I mean, all of it. I really have to go.
Fashion for real. They have so much they have so much drip. They have so much like they respect like the street culture. So when you see them, like they have like just crazy tailored pants or just crazy kicks, and it's a good experience. Yeah, you're gonna check it out. You'll see when you get there.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yes, I will.
Yeah,
definitely. So on this podcast, we're a variety show, like I said before, and the audience out there knows what's up. But I want to know your take on what do you think about like corruption going on and like government corruption? What do you think about censorship? What do you think about the last couple years as far as the pandemic or the plandemic as we call it around here?
A lot of people that I know call it the bandemic because they were getting all the EDD and stimulus.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, the biggest thing I feel like is just the censorship. Like that's definitely the big issue. And I don't want to speak too much about us being censored so we don't get censored, but just to leave it at a short, simple point, like I feel like freedom of speech is necessary. Obviously, some things need to be critiqued, like how like Kanye says everything about what he said. I don't even want to bring that up, but for the most part, we should have freedom of speech. If you think something about COVID, it shouldn't be where you just get moderated or the post gets taken down. Why censor me? Why moderate me? This country was built on freedom of speech. Shouldn't we be able to say what we want?
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, it's the First Amendment. We're not like it's not going anywhere. It's the first one, the First Amendment, and it's really hard to know that this is, it used to be the land of the free, and it used to be, anything you talk about the United States, it was always like freedom and free and being free and a free country. And it doesn't seem like it's like that anymore, and it's really concerning, really. It's disappointing and concerning. I mean, I'm one of those people that I am actually on the extreme part of like free speech because I think anybody should say anything. I don't care if you offend me. You should be able to say it.
Yeah.
You should be able to say whatever you want. I'm not going to be, you don't have to get blocked or shut down or deleted just because I have a problem with it. Or if it goes against like, the agenda or the narrative of what is supposed to be said. I don't agree with that. I just think that anybody should be able to say anything. And it's really discerning,
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. We're on the boat.
Yeah. And I mean, even just the fact that like asking you a question and we don't want to talk about it that much because we don't want to get deleted. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why I like Spotify video a lot better than YouTube because they're not as on you when it comes to that. They're definitely a lot more lenient when it comes to that.
It's because those platforms are owned by people who have like hidden agendas. They're just tied to those other political parties that are just like, okay, like you're gonna censor this. Don't let people who say this. Don't let this be seen by other people. We don't want this to be seen. Let's sweep this. They're like sweeping it under the rug. Just like
Yep.
It's a crazy world we live in, man. But we're in the future of podcasts, so this future, man, we're gonna change it.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of the future, do you believe in aliens?
I do.
All right.
I don't think it's far-fetched to believe that there's out of the universe that's ever expanding, and there's so many planets, and there's just so many, bro. It's so infinite and vast that it wouldn't be out of the question that there's one other planet that's close enough to a star like a sun, with maybe a couple other planets in rotation in orbit. That it is maybe frozen to have water to make life. But who knows if they're as sophisticated as us, or maybe we're the ones that are not sophisticated.
Yeah, right. I mean, I definitely think there's a higher level of intelligence out there for sure, and I think it's ignorant really at this point to just look up at the sky at night and just think like, oh, we're the only planet with some sort of life form.
It'd be scary to do that because that means we're in this infinite void. It's just us on a rock, and it's only us. And this whole entire thing, and then there's no life out there except us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, we had a podcast where we were talking about if we're living in a simulation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had. We're not gonna. We don't have to get into that right now. But we had a. Yeah, we were talking about that. Like you picture like every planet, they had some type of life form, and then they did exactly what we're doing now with like virtual reality and
Yeah,
like the
like a TV.
metaverse and stuff like that. Yeah, and then like in their own the metaverse, you upload consciousness to the metaverse, and then they have their own civilization, and they don't know that they're not a simulation. You know what I mean? Because they're in their own
That's
right.
crazy. That's
And then
crazy.
they are become more intelligent and more intelligent until the fact that they actually do their own thing and they
Yeah,
actually create their own virtual reality and they do the same thing and then it just goes on from there.
it's just an never-ending loop of just
Yeah,
simulations into simulations.
yeah, yeah,
That'd be a cool movie. That sounds like a Black Mirror episode or something.
yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes I don't really feel like I live in a simulation, but sometimes you do feel like something just like, whoa, that wasn't a coincidence. That happened just way too fast, way too soon. I just thought of this or this. Like
Yeah,
of a good example, but certain things that you could feel in your life just work out a little bit too much, or it don't work out at all, and it seems like you got set up by something outside, some outside viewer. I can't really explain. You know what I'm saying? You could feel like
I do.
even
Yeah,
when you talk to someone else and they feel automated like answer, it's like they're
yeah.
almost robot. Like Mark Zuckerberg, he looks a little bit like an android. You know? Like
Yeah, it really does.
the way he conducts himself. Like if I talked to someone like that and they gave me a weird answer, I'd be like, maybe this is a simulation. You know, maybe he's like a simulated character in it.
Yeah, I think there's just these uploaded AIs like all around, like a lot of people, when we talk about conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and we talk about reptilian people from like wherever, another planet or whatever, and they're like hybrids and they're all this crazy shit. Of course, people are gonna look at me and be like, okay, that's almost as crazy as like flat Earth conspiracy.
Yeah.
But as far as like AIs, and it's true, But as far as like AIs, sometimes I do the same thing. I look at people and I'm just like, damn, I don't know, that person really looks like, they might be a robot or something.
I was gonna ask you, have you ever seen I, Robot? That movie with Will Smith?
Yes.
You ever think that would happen and Elon Musk is that main guy who like builds all their own?
Maybe.
Like I was thinking like, damn, what if that really happened? Like where we just had a whole civilization with robots just helping us do all those things, but then like one of them goes haywire, goes loose, and then it turns into a whole revolution. It's crazy. It's a crazy idea, but still like it's just getting scary with how rapid technology is starting to advance. Because COVID really like kind of start focusing more on just like, honestly, I feel like a lot of things, the way social media has progressed, wouldn't happen if we weren't stuck at home doing nothing on our phones. Like it would have taken us a lot longer to get to where certain points where we are right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that for sure. And I also know that social media, especially the last couple of years, has really turned people into isolation media. Because people really think that they're with people, right? They're hanging out with people, but they're really it's just them on their phone. And they just got so attached to their phone over the last couple of years because they couldn't do certain things. And that, but at the same time, it's like, it's pros and cons. It gave people the opportunity to work on technology, think of other ideas on technology, and really think of other ways to make money. It was just a bunch of things changed in the last couple of years, but
yeah,
I hope it's getting better.
Yeah,
I hope it's actually. I really hope it's on its way out because I was worried about that it's just going to be another wave or something, and the same exact thing happens.
You think you would ever have a robot like if they made one similar to iRobot or even the Jetsons? Would you just have one around the house, or would you just be kind of sussed out about it, saying, I feel like you might kill me in my sleep?
I probably, as paranoid as I am, I would not have one of those. Because I'm just way too paranoid. I mean, it's. I've talked about it before, but like I've seen like flies, like really big flies that I thought were like robots. Like little AI things from the government watching me. And that's what 15 years of drug use will do. But that's another story. you know, unfortunately, there's just a lot of paranoia that comes with it. But as far as like a robot, unless it was a sex robot, I wouldn't have any, you know, I wouldn't have any interest at all.
Honestly, bro, flies scare me as it is. There was like a giant fly. It was like big.
Yeah,
Bro.
it was a giant fly, you know, and it's one of those things where, you know, if nobody believes me, that's fine, but I know what I saw.
Yeah.
And it was almost just like after swatting it away, you know, the
Yeah.
fact that it just still came back and how it moved and how it like looked up at me, I was just like, oh, okay. And I was sober as hell at that time. It wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
wasn't, I wasn't.
I've had a fly like the size of like a pinky nail, bro. Just like fly. I went hiking in California. Everybody hikes. That's kind of like one of the main things to do. Or what? Yeah. So a giant fly flew on my bicep. It flew on like the vein, and it was just like trying to suck blood almost. And
shit.
I tried swatting it, and the same thing. Like it didn't move. It just stayed, and then I like freaked out and like
yeah.
threw it. Yeah, bro.
Oh shit! All right, so hey, maybe you know. I mean, maybe you saw something like that. Because what fly do you know that you go like this? If you go even like by like 12 inches, it'll fly away. You know what I mean? If you go like this, it'll fly away. If you go like this and it doesn't fly away, I don't know. Some
insects are ballsy, bro. One time, like a bee, like it was like straight up. It was attacking me without me even provoking it. Like imagine you're just standing and then a bee just starts like hovering around you and you swat it and it just still comes back and it's just really actively trying to hurt you for no reason. Like just minding your own business.
Yeah, right. Man, it's crazy. It is a crazy world, my friend. It is a crazy world. So, as far as like goals and aspirations, right?
Yeah.
What is the next step for you? What is the next step for Shani? Like, what is the next thing that you are looking? I know the album release is going to come out soon, and that's huge. But what's like the next thing that you want to accomplish?
Performing around the world. Around the world and drop 6 more music videos would be very cool to get that done within a year. To drop 6 more music videos, I'd probably say.
Yeah,
even if it's just 4. Because right now I just really want to focus on dropping singles, like a song a month, a song every 2 months, just really build the consistency. Because now that like this year, I just dropped a song 3 days ago. Right now it has 8,000 plays on Spotify.
Oh shit! All right,
I'm pretty happy. It's built. The momentum's building a lot better than how it was in the beginning. Because when I first dropped a song, like let's say on Spotify, without having anybody really listen to me like that. Because now that I have 7 songs, there's a catalog. There's something more to listen to. But when you drop your first song, it's kind of like who's really gonna listen to it. So to get 8,000 within the first 3 days, that feels great. So I just want to keep dropping more, again, more consistent, more music videos. That's pretty much on the ropes, and just really traveling the world and performing. I'm going to London, Europe around summer. So I want to make like a Europe tour. Just go around Paris, London, maybe Italy. We'll see, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, my brother is actually a rapper.
No way.
Yeah, I would love to like, you know, link you guys up or whatever. But like, yeah, he's, you know, and he knows he's been doing it forever. And like, he knows that, as you know, that it's all about the performances and moving around and going to different places. And that, like, that's where you get your exposure. That's where you get people buying your merch and your, you know, albums and checking you out on social media and all these things. Like that's how it's done or whatever. So the more people you reach that way, the better. And especially if you love performing. You know, he absolutely loves performing. You love performing. It's just like, it's a win-win.
Yeah, I need to be in like a labyrinth in France, and I need to have like everybody crammed in there like sardines, and we're just like, I'm performing and it's just sweating and it's just dense in there. Like I could see that happening pretty much within like the next like 6-7 months. Just everybody's hyped, just loud energy, dancing, women, fire, smoke, whatever it is, bro, on the stage. It would just be a complete experience.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Just like me going to Japan. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's happened, bro. It's right there.
So overall, what do you want your legacy to be? And I'm talking about when you pass away.
Yeah. That's why it took me a second to like really.
Yeah. When you like, how do you want to leave your mark on this world? Like when you pass away.
As a leader in my community, as someone who helped others, that was a vessel and was able to like provide for people that I cared about, and maybe if it's people that I don't care about, just provide for other people. You know, I want to be at that
All right.
position. I could give jobs to other friends, because I had a friend hit me up saying, "Yo, I'm in town. I need a job. Like, could you help me or something?" So I referred him to a couple like people that I know could help him, like hire him or something. But I want to be the guy that hires him. Like, yeah, bro, I got you. Like, here's $200. Bring your camera. Just take some photos today, or film behind the scenes, or do something. You know, I just want to help others. And overall legacy, someone who motivated people, inspired people, and like people could resonate with my story. And it's a story that's just forever told, because what you did and the impact that you left on the planet, you change other people's lives for the better.
Hell yeah. Well said. Well said. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I can give you the opportunity right now if you want to, you know, spit a acapella or something.
Acapella.
You got some lyrics? Yeah, let me lower this.
I can do an acapella, but yeah, thank you. I was gonna say that beat in the background was starting.
Yeah. Throw you off.
This is strictly off the dome.
Okay. All right.
Not sure how they depict me. I'm spitting bars strictly. Excuse me, I can spit it quickly. They want to try to evict me. Mental compartments. Dearly departed. I'm spitting the bars, I gotta depart it. Excuse me, my soul is hardened. I gotta sharpen my tongue, kind of like a sponge, absorbing information. Had a revelation, speaking positive affirmations. This is my declaration, making proclamations. Excuse me, I use my imagination. John Lennon, I'm in the Lennons. Talking to me, I'm feeling like a felon. Ooh, we spitting bars like watermelon. Kick cats, rip that. Strict with the bars that they try to hit this. Excuse me, missus, I don't need any assistance. I would like to have you as an assistant. Maybe female CEO. Excuse me, I just got to spit this for my bro. Future. Spitting through the computer because I couldn't set it up. So I used my phone. Now I'm about to let it up. I let it up like a cannon. Spinning, I got talent. Chilling in a mansion. I need the expansion. Ooh, no distractions. Flip it like a fraction. Got it with compaction. Excuse me, high fashion. Go to Japan. Tell me who's the man. They don't understand. We could have a dance. We could have a ball. And they just trying to fall. Excuse me, I could call. Maybe on the phone. Lately, I've been stoned. Italy, Rome. You don't like my tone. Performing all these shows. Tell me that you know who's going to go with all of his bros. Travel on a plane. It'd be kind of strange. Excuse me, miss. Tell me who's the main. Feeling like Bruce Wayne. I can be tamed. I can feel famous. I can feel faded. Tell me if we made it. Yeah. We on the podcast. We had a good laugh. Yeah, I could keep going, flowing. Tell me I got no emotions. What's the commotion? So much devotion, so much potion. Tell me what's the antidote? Do you really got hope? I don't even need a rope. I'm about to spit the bar. I'm gonna go and take charge. Feeling like a Quasar, feeling like I'm Neymar. About to hit all my goals. You could dance up on the pole. Yeah, I let life really take a toll. You could go and keep the change. Kind of strange. I don't gotta explain. I leave it back for the money and the fame.
Ooh. Yes, indeed.
It was acapella, so that was
Shanty you down. Yeah. No, exactly. I'm trying to, I can picture it on a beat though, for sure, man. Yeah, killed it. All right, respect. Definitely.
Thank you.
That's what's up. So, man, you killed it. Perfect way to end it. What is your social media and way people can reach you if they want to, check out your music, if they want to maybe collab, if they want to do all the things, let them know all the things.
All right, people. Once again, this is Shanny 2 Down, all Instagram, all YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Everything's pretty much the same. Shanny 2 Down. But on Spotify and Apple Music, it's strictly just Shanny. SHANNY 2 DOWN. Once again on Instagram. Get me on all socials. Thank you so much, Move Future Podcast, Moving Entertainment. Very grateful, very happy. Rich and famous, 2 Down, baby. Let's go.
Yes, hell yeah. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check us out every Friday. It's your boy Patient Zero with Shanny 2 Down. Shanny 2 Down, thank you so much for coming through. And we will see you guys next time.
It was a pleasure.
All the information will be on the bottom, too, on YouTube. We're going to post it on YouTube, Spotify. You guys know the drill. All right, we'll see you next week.
I'll catch you, brother.
Have a good one. Deuce.